All right, shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemi Shai. Double honor to the Apostle Nel's Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to y'all, pushing this truth out the four winds. Just through the spirit, man, I want to go through something. I just labeled it simple understanding. Because I remember a while back I had talked to someone, and they were, when I took them to Job about the Most High depriving women of understanding and wisdom. It was a misunderstanding because they didn't know what the hell it was talking about when it said like ostriches and peacocks and all that. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully it's edifying to the elect. This is Lamentations 4 and 3. It says, even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel like ostriches. Now, as all these things are in comparison to these animals. You know what I'm saying? I bet you, I mean, if you just think about it, Shalakia, you just think about it, like when we go through just everyday life and we describe a woman, we'll use the word like chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's your chick? Or that chick look good. You know what I'm saying? That's like a chick. That's a chicken, or, you know what I'm saying, a bird. You know what I'm saying? And we always use things when it pertains to women as animals. Like, I mean, like birds or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they had a song called No Pigeons. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we always compare women to birds. You know what I'm saying? It's just like slang talk. You know? It says, the daughter of my people has become cruel like the ostriches in the wilderness. The tongue of the sucking child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth for thirst. The young children ask bread, and no man breaketh it unto them. You know what I'm saying? And like you look at these women to get an understanding of them, they've become very harsh in today's society. Okay? They've become very harsh in today's society. Like, it's women that'll leave their kids home with a 7 or 8-year-old just to go out to the damn club all night. You know what I'm saying? Abortions. There's all kinds of madness with these women, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But it said that that's exactly what they would do. They like wild beasts. You know what I'm saying? So, it says the tongue of the sucking child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth of his mouth for thirst. Because you look at so many like so-called black women, you know, it's like you just see that trait in them of like, just for the majority, it's like a trait of like, man, it's just disgust. You know what I'm saying? It's like a real disgust, man. Weaves and just like loud mouths, and they're teaching their children these things, and their children move like this now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like a kid would be in the store asking for something to drink, and they'll beat the child, slap the child upside the head. I told you not to ask for nothing in the store, and cursing the child out and stuff. You know, it's just these type of things, bro. They've become real cruel to the kids. You know what I'm saying? And wonder why these kids turn out the way they do. This is Job 39:13. It says, gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth, and warmeth them in dust. Now, anything you know about birds, they sit on their eggs to keep them warm. Okay? So this is like they're being reckless and not really taking care of their children. You know what I'm saying? They're being reckless, like shit, aborting them. Because once they're on top of the eggs, keeping them warm, then nothing can harm those eggs, because the mother is like protecting them and guiding them, and guarding them. But it's explaining it like women today. Women don't guard their children. They make sure the man's out of the house and they want to live their life. So the children are basically unguarded, being raised by the mom. The mom can't protect them. If a burglar break in a damn house, he gonna knock her upside the head. You know what I'm saying? So they're unprotected. And that's why it's speaking like that about these women. It's just an example. It says, and forget it that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beast may break them. So now they're fair game for anyone, and in a sense, to teach them what they want to teach them, to guide them how they want to guide them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's no protection. It's really the man not in the house. You know? So, but it's speaking on the woman, how cruel she's become. Okay? It says, or the wild beast may break them. She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. You see what I'm saying? And you see that with a lot of so-called black women. They don't claim their kids. You know? It's just a nasty attitude towards the kids, because the kid reminds them of the dad or whatever. And it's just all around just gross, bruh. It says, her labors is in vain without fear. So everything she do is vanity. Without fear. You know what I'm saying? Without fear. So whatever she do is like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna pay for it. Kids throwing their babies in the dumpsters. You know what I'm saying? Leaving them on doorsteps, giving them up for adoption. And these are all things and traits and characteristics of the so-called black woman. Okay? And this is why. Because the Most High had deprived her of wisdom. And neither hath he imparted to her understanding. Okay? Because if they had wisdom and understanding, which comes from the man at home, they wouldn't have no cause to do these things. All right? That's why it tells the women, if you will learn anything, ask your husband at home. 9 times out of 10, it's no man in the home. That's why they act like this. That's why they can't receive knowledge, because it's not a man there to teach them knowledge. Even if he do, nowadays they still won't get it. You know what I'm saying? You may have some that partially, but it's not all the way across the board. Okay? So it says, the Most High deprived her of wisdom. So it's no wisdom in women. That's why they do boneheaded shit. All right? And it's no understanding in them. That's why you look at them like, what the fuck? Like a lot of times it's just like, man, like who the hell taught you? You know? But it's the 2nd Ezra 5:8. It says, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places. And what you have is, I forgot the scripture said, the Most High made a new thing. A woman shall compass a man. So you have something that's been rearranged. The woman shall change it. The wild beast shall change their place. And this explains it. And menstruous women shall bring forth children. And that's why they don't have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And if there's no man in the house, what do you think is going to happen to those kids now? They're going to repeat the process. And if it's a little boy, now you got him walking around effeminate, you know what I'm saying, and have no understanding on nothing, because he was raised with no wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. If the person raising the child can't get wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, how do you expect the child to get wisdom, knowledge, and understanding? You know, it's just a process that's set up for failure. Okay, because Esau threw the goodie bag out to the woman, and she accepted it. And by her accepting it, the man has to leave the house now, and he don't want to be there because she just clamorous, loudmouth. You know what I'm saying? And just don't want to fall in order. All right. So the only person that's gonna teach that child is that loudmouth, obnoxious woman, and that child's not gonna learn anything. You get the child learning from the school system, which is bullshit, and then the woman at home, and then television, and no guidance from a man, especially if it is and it's a fucking nigga, then that's even worse. You know what I'm saying? So he's doomed all around the board. Okay? But the whole point in this, in simple understanding, was these were scriptures, and the one that was misunderstood, I was talking to a guy, and he was I took him here to the neither have he imparted unto her understanding. He said, because the Most High deprived her of wisdom. He had no idea what this was speaking on, because he seen birds and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I broke it down to him, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, hopefully this is edifying, okay? Because some scriptures, man, you got to understand that they're mysteries, you know what I'm saying, to be broke down. All right? Hope this is edifying, and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the Apostle Nelson Grove Millstone. Peace and blessing to you, occupation truth throughout the four winds. Shalom.